Hello there, guildies. Hi. So, just popping in with a quick video here because if you had joined us on our most recent Friday Night D&D live stream, or the following VOD, you might have noticed we had some technical issues with the stream and ultimately ended up losing the last 15 minutes of the broadcast, which is sad because that means the ending of The Executioner's Daughter got cut off for you. And unless you're on our Discord, first of all, if you're not on our Discord, why not? Why aren't you there already? But if you're on our Discord, I went and typed out the ending for anybody to read, but I figured I would do a short video to, give it some closure there. So, if you remember, I began by accidentally reading the bad ending before switching over to the new one, and we were at a very interesting part in there, but instead of starting in the middle of that, I'm just going to pick up at the end of combat where Babathy, and actually that's something else too, because I was thinking about it. I am retconning Babathy's name. Babathy is now Bobtholomew. So, when Bobtholomew dealt the killing blow to the Obsidian Dragon, this is what happens next. A final blow takes down the dragon, and its body lay lifeless before you. The storm ceases raging, but the rain persists, lacking its earlier tenacity. You gather your wits and tend to your wounds as night settles around you. Gone are the sounds of the hawks and other winged creatures rustling nearby. The peak has been abandoned during your fight. What to do with the creature before you? What will you tell to the Soldrans if and when you return to the city? What do you mean if and when? I got 500 gold, right? We got 500 gold waiting for us. We are going back there. Is this what happens to all of the sacrificed daughters? As you plan your descent, the dragon's body suddenly jolts. A true darkness falls, masking all starlight and moonlight, and you are engulfed in it. A beam of light pierces through the black, illuminating the corpse, and the dragon's body begins to levitate. The light grows brighter and brighter until you have to look away, until it suddenly calms. The glow touches your eyelids like a caress, like a morning ray. You open your eyes, and it is like morning all around you. The storm lifts and the light pushes away the shadows. The dragon is gone, and in its place now stands Domenica. Her body is encased in shining golden armor, and she wears the laurel wreath like a crown. The only remnant of the dragon is Domenica's shield, the dragon's obsidian wing edged in gold. The silhouette of Bahamut is emblazoned in black across her chest. Her father's sword appears in her hand, and it is no longer metal, but jet black, matching her shield. Domenica smiles at you. My champion, you have not just released me from my fate, but have saved all daughters of Saldra. How? Why? What happened? Soldra's act of sacrifice inflicted a curse upon its daughters, she says. It twisted Bahamut's love and made it something ugly and fearful. In turn, daughters who reached the peak were warped and transformed and condemned to live out their days as the creatures most feared by Soldrans. For we daughters, virgins, votaries, girls without names, are what Soldra truly scorned. But you have set me free, and now I will do the same for the others. As a thank you, I gift you my father's sword. She hands you the black blade. Before the metal hilt was bound in leather, now the full handle is pure gold. The pommel is shaped like a dragon's head, and 2 golden wings form the crossguard, opening into the length of obsidian. Words are carved into the blade and glowing draconic. Domenica reads it aloud. Do not think I came only with peace. I came with a sword. If you are ever in need of Bahamut, you need only to speak his name, and he will aid you, she says, then steps toward the edge of the precipice. Daughters, come forth! A thundering begins, the rumbling of dragons' wings beating against the wind, and the dragons rise from the valley below. There are dozens of them, their scales hewn and forged from the landscape from which they were birthed. Some are older and larger, their features rough and jagged from the decades they lived in this state. Some are still small, their bodies lacking the strength and heft of their predecessors. Nevertheless, they are magnificent. These are the daughters who survived. Domenica stands before them, a radiant, holy warrior. And in this moment, as you see Domenica superimposed onto the valley below and the city ahead and the powerful beasts awaiting her command, you find it very hard to tell the difference between a daughter and a dragon. The end. Now, for the sake of, the unrailroaded part, remember, Jimothy was kind of bleeding out. I don't remember if we got to the medicine check that stabilized him. Even if we didn't, I'm retconning that to, we got Dragon God Lady here now. She just brings him back to 1 HP. What the hell? Easy. Alright, well, as I said, and none of you heard because the video got cut out, I really enjoyed playing this. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me for it. I'm glad to finally bring you the conclusion that you so deserve. But yeah. Thanks again, Guildies. And make sure to join us for our next live stream. We love you.